Hello everyone and welcome here. In today's tutorial, I am going to show you how to make this triangle scarf that can be worn 3 different ways. Like this on the shoulders, or, let me show you my adorable necklace. It's 2 horses, like a mother and a baby, and I like to say it's me and my son. We can wear it on the head if you're trying to protect your hair for the day, like your bangs, your curls or something. This is a great tool. And then you put on your sunnies and you look mysterious. I think it's so cute. Or if you want to wear it around your waist, this is how the Pinterest girlies like to wear it. Okay, let me aim you down. But see, I feel like this also looks so cute. If you like the way this looks, then this is the tutorial for you. One thing I recommend at the end of this video, after you have made your adorable triangular scarf, wash and block it because it gives it a very nice drape. It already had a very nice drape since this pattern is made with a fingering weight yarn and a 3mm crochet hook, but washing and blocking it gives it even a better drape. So highly recommend that. Without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. What I will be using for this pattern is a fingering weight yarn and a 3mm crochet hook. But depending on the look you're going for, or if you want to make it a bit thicker, maybe a shawl or something, then you can use a heftier yarn and a bigger hook. It's completely up to you. But for me, this is what I'm using, and this is how the pattern starts. You're going to make a slip knot and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And in the 3rd chain from the hook, you're going to work 3 double crochet into that chain. 1, 2, and 3. Now we turn our work, chain 2, and work 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And in the last stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochets into that last stitch. So we're working an increase. And as you see, we only have increases on one side. That's how the remainder of this pattern is going to go. Every row, we are going to increase only on one side. So this side will stay straight, and this side will open up into the triangular shape. So turn your work, chain 2, and now in this first stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochets. And then we're going to work 1 double crochet in the remaining 3 stitches. It's kind of hard to tell since it's so small right now, but it is only increasing on one side. Now for this next row, we're going to start the mesh stitch row. So you're going to chain 2, work 1 double crochet into that first stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch and work a double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip the next stitch and work a double crochet into the next. And since this is the side we need to increase on, we're going to chain 1 and work another double crochet into that same stitch. Alright, and now we're going to work 2 more rows of just plain double crochet with the increase on the side. So chain 2, and since this is the side with our increases, we are going to work 2 double crochets into that first stitch. And then work a double crochet into that chain space. Work a double crochet into the next stitch. Work a double crochet into the next chain space, and so on. So every time you have a chain space, you just work a normal double crochet into that chain space. Now you're starting to see the increase. It'll look better as we keep going. Turn your work, chain 2, and work 1 double crochet into each stitch until the very last stitch. And when you come to that last stitch, work 2 double crochets into that last stitch for an increase. Now it is a mesh stitch row, so you're going to turn your work, chain 2, work a double crochet into that first stitch, and since we're on the side with the increases, we're going to chain 1 and work another double crochet into that same stitch, and then just work our mesh stitch as normal. So chain 1, skip a stitch, work a double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip a stitch, work a double crochet into the next, and you just repeat that until the end of the row. I will show you the next 3 rows, but you're just going to continue to repeat 2 rows of double crochet and 1 row of the mesh stitch until your work increases to 56 rows total, or however big or small you want it. So you can make more increased rows or less, it's up to you. For next row, chain 2 after turning your work, work a double crochet into the first stitch, and then work a double crochet in each stitch and chain space until the last stitch. And when you come to that last stitch, work 2 double crochets into that last stitch. Then turn your work, chain 2, and then work 2 double crochets into that first stitch, and then 1 double crochet into each stitch until the end of the row. Now it's time for the mesh stitch row. So chain 2 after turning your work, work a double crochet into the first stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch and work a double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip a stitch and work a double crochet into the next, and continue that until the last stitch. And after you worked a double crochet into that last stitch, since this is on the side of the increases, you're going to chain 1 and work another double crochet into that same stitch where you worked your last double crochet. Now you're just going to continue working these increase rows until you have 56 rows total, or however many you want for your scarf, shawl, waist wrap, whatever you want it to be. And I'll meet you back here after I have all of my rows completed. I ended up working a total of 65 rows instead of just 56 because I felt like it needed to be a bit wider and longer. But if you want it more of a smaller bandana just for your head, then you can still do just 56, but I wanted it a bit more oversized and to potentially tie around my waist too, so that's what I did. Now we will be decreasing. To decrease, you're going to turn your work and chain 2, and then on the side that you've been increasing this whole time, you're going to be decreasing. So we're going to double crochet 2 stitches together. So you yarn over, insert your hook into that first stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, then yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 3. And that is your decrease. And then you just work the rest of the row as normal, and I will show you how to decrease when it comes to the mesh stitch. I'm going to work the mesh stitch row the same as I have every time, but at the last 3 stitches we're going to double crochet them together, and I'll show you what that looks like because it's slightly different. So I'll see you here when I come to the end of this row. Okay, I have my chain 1 here, and then these last 3 stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, skip this stitch, work into the next, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 3. And that's how you decrease the mesh stitch. So it's pretty much the same as double crocheting 2 together on the normal double crochet row, but decreasing on a mesh stitch row, you will skip 1 stitch in between the decrease. And then you just turn your work, chain 2, and to decrease the first 2 stitches after a mesh stitch row, you're going to work into that chain space. So not the next double crochet, but that chain space, and double crochet 2 together. And I will keep going. I will finish this double crochet row in the next, and then I'll show you how to decrease the mesh stitch coming from the opposite direction. And I'll see you when I get to my next mesh stitch row. Now we're going to work our mesh stitch row, and I'm showing you how to decrease. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, skip a stitch, work into the next, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 3. And then you just continue the mesh stitch as normal. You're just going to continue decreasing until you have 3 stitches left. I will see you back here when I have finished decreasing my scarf. I am now down to 3 stitches, and I am going to finish off this scarf. So to do so, we're going to double crochet 3 together. So after you turn your work and chain 2, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and then yarn over, insert your hook into the next and last stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over and go through 3. You are more than welcome to stop here, but if you want to add the scallop detailing to this pointed part, then that is what we're going to move on to next. So to start the base for the scallop detailing, we're going to work 2 double crochets in the side of every double crochet. So as you work along this edge, every double crochet will have 2 single crochets worked into it. So you're going to chain 1. You can insert it anywhere in the side of the double crochet, it doesn't matter. And 2. So I have 2 in that double crochet. Now moving on to the next one. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Moving on to the next. 1 and 2. So you just continue that until you make it to the very other end of the scarf. Okay, I just finished. Now we're going to turn our work, chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first stitch. And then we're going to skip the next stitch, and then we're going to work 5 double crochets into that next stitch. Then we're going to skip the next stitch and then slip stitch into the next. And we're just going to continue that sequence. So we just made a slip stitch, skip the next stitch, then work 5 double crochets into the next. And then we're going to skip the next stitch and slip stitch into the next. I'll show you one more time. We just made a slip stitch, skip the next stitch, and then work 5 double crochets into the next. Skip the next stitch and then slip stitch into the next. And then you're just going to continue this scallop sequence until the end of your scarf. Now you just need to weave in all of your ends and then you're done. That is it for this scarf. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!